In 2008, I moderated a debate at the Oxford Museum of Natural History between Professor Richard Dawkins and Professor John Lennox. The two men had faced each other just a year before in Birmingham, Alabama, and here they were debating each other again. Now, what must be understood about this debate is they're debating the existence of God. Richard Dawkins, the famed, maybe some would say infamous atheist, the author of the mega best-selling book, The God Delusion, and here he is debating a Christian, a man that I call the C.S. Lewis of our time, Professor John Lennox. Now, during this debate, here they are, they're sitting under the T-Rex at this Oxford Museum of Natural History. By the way, the same place where Bishop Wilberforce and Thomas Huxley debated each other in 1860. And this exchange happened between the two of them, and it's an interesting exchange. Let's listen to it.
And that would be, the deist God would be one that I think it would be, one could make a reasonably respectable case for that, not a case that I would accept, but I think it is a serious discussion that we could have.
Did Richard Dawkins just admit the existence of God? Now, here's a guy who had made his living saying that there is no God, who wrote a book in which he said that he believed that the likelihood of the existence of God was about as likely as a flying spaghetti monster. And yet here he is in this exchange saying that a strong case could be made for a deistic kind of God. Now, to be clear, the God of the Bible is not a deistic God. He's not just this vague deity who creates and steps away from his creation. He's a very personal God. He's a God with whom we can engage. He's a God who gives eternal life. He's a God who became man and who dwelt among us. So Dawkins rejects that. And to be clear, he rejects the existence of any kind of God, deistic or otherwise. But yet here he is saying that a strong case could be made for a deistic kind of God, that is to say, an impersonal God. Do you see how problematic this is for his worldview? Because if a strong case can be made for a deistic God, then you're only a short step from believing in the God of the Bible. Now, this is a very, very interesting part of this debate, and it's one that I hope will cause you to reflect on what it is that you believe.